Here's the truth about why you don't want to move to Madison, Wisconsin. I'm Josh with the Lavik Home Team, your source for all things real estate in the Madison area. And in this video, I'm going to give you the top 10 reasons not to move to Madison. So if you're thinking of moving to Madison, but you want to know the truth about all the terrible reasons you shouldn't, then this video. Number one. There are bike and bus lanes, like all over the place, and it seems like hardly anyone is on them. You can be driving around town and you will definitely come across these specified lanes for just bikes or buses. And at some point, maybe as our city density increases, you'll notice there might be more buses and bikes being used. But at the moment, it almost seems like we're devoting a lot of public resources to these dedicated lanes that really don't get much use. In the summer, there might be more people out biking around. These bike lanes, they'll be cleared of snow. They get snow removal in the winter months as well. They're all over the place, which leads to number two, which is inadequate public transportation. So while there is all these bus lanes all over Madison, they don't really connect well to the suburbs, like at all. And you might notice there's train tracks all over the place, and you'll pull up sometimes you'll be heading to work and they got a train track, has the crossing gate down and trains are going by, but you can't ride a train in Madison. In fact, the closest passenger train is the Amtrak station in Columbus. So if you like riding trains, you can't do it in Madison, but you might have to wait for trains to go by in your car or on a bus. Anyway, number three, road construction. Road construction is definitely a big deal. In fact, people often say there's two seasons here. There's winter and there's road constructions. When you live in an area where there's 4 seasons, it really takes a toll on the roads, and that means that there's always road construction, especially in the warmer months. Okay, number 4, long winters, especially come February and March. People really go stir crazy around this time of the year, and it's the reason actually many people even go south for this time of the year. They might try to go to Arizona or Florida, somewhere warmer, to escape the long, cold winters. And sometimes it might feel like there's nothing to do, especially if you don't like the cold. Ice fishing, ice skating, skiing, snowmobiling, they're all popular activities, but if you don't like them, you probably won't like it here. Number 5, drinking culture. That's right. UW-Madison, I don't know if you know this or not, but they've often received the awards for being the biggest party school in America, okay? Our baseball team is the Brewers because why? There's a lot of breweries around this state. In fact, look up Charlie Barron's. He's a local comedian. He's got some pretty funny skits about Wisconsin while holding his favorite beer or old-fashioned cocktail. So stay off the road at night because many people here definitely like to drink. All right, number 6. Too many rules. So if you're a builder or real estate developer, then you'll likely encounter a lot of rules and regulations. In fact, some builders have even said that they would never build in Madison again because of the challenges associated with various projects. So if you want to build, for example, a high-rise tower in downtown Madison or even nearby, no way, it's not going to happen. Why? Because there's a rule that says you can't build anything higher than the Capitol building. So builders, developers, proceed with caution. Number 7 is the airport. In some ways, it's a really beautiful small airport because it's small, that also means it's very expensive to fly just about anywhere. So usually you're going to have a connecting flight, and you can usually get flights from Chicago much cheaper. However, that also means now you have to drive another 3 hours or so to get on a plane. Yeah, while the airport's nice, it's really pretty expensive. So be aware of that, especially if you fly a lot. All right, number 8, cost of living. Yep, it's expensive, especially compared to anywhere else in Wisconsin. In fact, Dane County has one of the highest median sale prices for homes and housing in the state, and rental prices are increasing as well, and so cost of living is definitely an issue. That's one reason you may not want to live here. Number 9, property taxes, right? Related to cost of living, you also have high property taxes, and nearly everyone complains about it. In fact, years ago, some of the leaders in Wisconsin got together and said, how do we want to try to fund our government? And they decided that they were going to do that through property owners and the property taxes. So if you buy a big expensive house, get ready for the big tax bill that goes with it. All right, and number 10, why you don't want to move here is actually those lakes are pretty dirty. While there's certainly times that our lakes in Madison are beautiful, maybe to look at and nice sunsets, there's also other times where they can actually smell really bad. Yeah, it's true. They really stink. And in fact, sometimes beaches will be closed due to too much algae and, as you can imagine, runoff from a big city collects in the lakes, and that can cause problems. But of course, like I said, those sunsets can still look pretty. So if you can handle all of these top 10 reasons and all these negative reasons of why you don't want to move to Madison, and if you think they're okay and you maybe do want to explore living here, well, then feel free to reach out to our team. Go to the lavikhometeam.com or give us a call, and we'd be happy to tell you more about some of the other positive reasons as well to consider a move to the area. I hope you found this video helpful. Hope you have a great day. Thanks.